What have you built with Coursebox, Timi?
So I built a course called From Curious to Coach, and it's for anyone who considers becoming a coach but feels that there are just so many questions that they want to ask right from the get-go. What is coaching? How do I do that? How do I become a coach? And the likes. It's a mini course, so it's not too long. So I think it's a very good start for everybody who's curious about becoming a coach.
So, how does someone go from coaching people to actually teaching others how to coach?
So I loved instructing and teaching people since I was a little kid. Always considered becoming a teacher, but I have many teachers in my family, and everybody was just talking me out of it. So in the end, I didn't study to become a teacher, but I ended up in HR and more specifically in training. So I love training. I think if I look at all the things that I'm doing right now, training is still something that is very close to my heart. Teaching new skills or helping adults develop new skills or develop existing skills to become even better. And when I acquired a certain level of confidence with my coaching abilities, I had this idea that, wow, it would be so amazing to connect the two, not just training and doing coaching on the side, but training coaching. And it's really this opportunity that came across me to teach coaching, train coaching is really just a dream come true in that sense. Also, what I learned from my years of entrepreneurship is that you really have to go out and talk about it. So another thing on the side that I did is actually I started to talk about my dream of becoming a coach trainer.
So, you basically created a free mini course on Coursebox for anyone interested in becoming a coach. Why?
I started coaching in 2017, and I think like 2 years in, when more people started to learn about me also doing coaching, people started to approach me with the question, how do you do that? How do you become a coach? And throughout the years, I've had basically the same conversation over and over again. I'm a giver. I love mentoring people, especially if somebody is considering stepping into the same profession that I am in. And I have spent many hours over coffees with other people explaining how do you become a coach? Can you make a living out of being a coach? What is accreditation? Is it important? So all those questions started repeating themselves. And after a while, I realized that I'm having the same conversation over and over again. And I don't even have to think about what do I talk about anymore. That was the moment when I had this idea that, oh, maybe I should record a video just explaining all the basic stuff to people. I never did it. So when I learned about Coursebox, I think it was just the obvious connection in my mind that it's a good first try to do something that is small, easy. I know that people need it out there. I can try out everything that a software like this can offer. I can challenge myself. I actually can tell myself what I'm talking about in these conversations.
So, how does someone become a coach?
Oh, you have to check out my course.
I was waiting for that reply. How long did it take for you to create this course?
I think that you can develop your course and fine tune your course as long as the platform exists. You can always fine tune it and add extra things on top or change things. So it's very difficult to put an actual time on how long it actually lasts to create a course. So what I did is the opposite. I gave myself a time box. I challenged myself to see what I can do in a day. By day, I mean 8 hours. So 8 hours top. I had those 8 very focused hours that I spent on the platform. It was not in a day, it was throughout the week, but 8 hours. And I challenged myself, how far can I get in 8 hours? And is it something that I would dare to show other people?
So is it good enough to show other people?
I'm happy to promote it already as a beta, and hopefully after a while I get enough feedback to go in again and spend maybe another 3-4 hours on it to fine tune it, add extra things in it and the likes.
I've known you since 2011. You are such a maximalist in your work. You have the highest quality of work ethic. I'm just so happy that you like our product so much that you say that this is good enough and I can promote it. So, because for anyone out there, like putting in 8 hours of work might sound a little bit a lot, but knowing you, 8 hours is like nothing when you actually put in the work you need.
Thank you for your kind words.
Obvious.
And how I would put it is that yes, I love perfection. I always try to measure it to the highest standards. On the other hand, I really like a minimum viable product. If you look at my webpage, it's very simple. The content in there, the messages, the how can you book a coaching midweek, how can you contact me, like everything is in there, but I'm not getting lost in the design because I just don't have the time, a capacity, budget to have a shiny new website. And I also like to iterate things. And I'm borrowing this terminology, minimum viable product and iteration, from software development. But I really like to just, to create something and later go back and fine tune it, because it's done, it's out there, people can engage with it. And if I would work on it still, we would be waiting. Sometimes this course come out. So in that, I prefer that you get into action and you just put your stuff out there and then you go back and work on it a bit more. But actually people know about you and learn from you and can get value from you.
I truly believe that Coursebox makes it faster and easier to create online courses. And then you can add your expertise. You can add it and refine anything and everything inside Coursebox. So it fastens your process of actually starting, not just start from a blank page, but actually start with something, which is also good, but like obviously missing your expertise. You have years and years of experience. AI can't do that alone. Like AI needs you as well. So
I agree. And also I not only used AI within the Coursebox environment, but I also used another AI tool that helps me formulate texts into my way of communicating. So I trained it basically to have a couple of words or phrases that I use, like it has my tone. So at places where I felt that it is important, I just put that text into the other tool, reformulated it and copied it back. And I'm pretty sure that most of the people whom are watching this interview have at least one AI tool that they signed up to and that they are using. And we can combine knowledges and like the different LLMs will give you different results slightly. So I think it's also a good approach to experiment with, keep different approaches. And I also, at that point, created my cover image with another AI tool that is a cartoon version of me. And like AI, it was just one image, generated one image, one background, and just put it back into Coursebox.
when you started creating this mini course, you mentioned that you started from a presentation. Once it generated, how did you start the whole refining process?
So yes, it was a slide deck because I had a webinar about this topic. So not just a one-on-one coffee, but at one point I had a webinar. So I had a slide deck. And the slide deck was useful in the sense that it immediately created the structure I have already thought about before. How do I structure the different topics and the different questions for people who are interested in becoming a coach? So that was already in the slide deck, and the software immediately understood the structure and it created this table of content or navigation for your course. And I didn't change it that much. So what happened is that AI generated explanations for the bullet points that were most of the time spot on. And what surprised me is that it also gave me ideas. Like inserted extra aspects that I didn't think about. That was really helpful because it again sparked my creativity to do something with that idea that the software put in my course that I was not asking for, but it was like, oh, that's actually a very good idea. How can I still tweak it a little bit that it works for me? What I did is that I uploaded the slide deck. Then I had to approve the content, like the table of contents or the structure of the
yes.
then it generated all the content. And what I did is that I just started to go through all the parts and first check for non-factual information, then check for things that are too generic maybe, or more specific examples could go in there. And then I went into the formatting, like should it be a flip card or a carousel, or it's just text, or like whatever. And I think like when I ran out of time, it was the icons.
How can people find this mini course?
They have to go to my website. There's a page on my website called Become a Coach. There's a purpose to it. It's not a product that I would like to get income out of. It's a lead magnet. So it's generating interest for you. And therefore, I minimize my time how I approach it, but this is how you can access it. And why I'm not putting it out there as a public course, because I know that there's the option to go full public with it, is because I want to know who are the people who are interested in becoming a coach. I'm a coach trainer. I'm working for and with a coaching school. So for me, it's also worth to know if people are really interested, because I think that I can help them give perspective on how to choose a coaching school that really fits their needs. So I really want to help people finding the best approach and the best way to get their coaching education, and that really fits their needs, their budget, their time, their environment, their country, their culture that they are in. And I just would like to know and keep in touch with people so I can follow up and we can still have a coffee, because I love that. I don't want to outsource my mentoring. I want to make it more valuable.
A lot of people watching are sitting on knowledge they could package but feel stuck. What would you say to them?
I'd say ask yourself the question, what possibilities would open up if you created this course?
And what happened with you?
Coursebox came along just at the right moment, around the time when I became a coach trainer. It just clicked for me that I have this thing that I'm doing for years now. I always had the need to somehow make it evergreen and scalable. And then I learned about the software, and then I became a coach trainer, and then just like these things click together. And how I answered this question is I can connect with more people, and out of those connections that are more connections and talk about something that I'm passionate about, I can also recommend the school that I'm associated with right now. And that sounds maybe a bit too materialistic. On the other hand, I really believe in the teaching standards of this school, and I just think that amazing coaches are in there, and it's an honor learning from them. So I actually do a service with talking about how our school works. But if we talk about business as entrepreneurs, it's also important to see that this can generate interest for something that I'm working on and that actually brings in income, to have the energy to give to people for free. And that income comes from a couple of interests through maybe this course, whom are actually enrolling in our school and decide to spend their money with us.
Timi, after 15 years, I can honestly say that if I wanted to become a coach, I would blindly trust any recommendation you are giving me.
Oh.
Whatever you say, I would literally go for it.
If somebody is watching this video or this snippet of the video who is actually interested in becoming a coach, what I can promise them is that it's going to be a coaching conversation. about their needs. So please don't expect a pushy, salesy conversation. It's not about that. But if you are considering becoming a coach, getting clients and getting income from clients will become very important very quickly. Therefore, me talking about that aspect and that business is the honest approach or the transparent approach. It's important to talk about both sides because givers, helpers, people who really want to support people are attracted to the coaching profession. And therefore, money questions can become very tricky. So I just want to have that honest conversation and just help you decide. And it's gonna be aided by questions, so you find what is best for you.
For anyone who doesn't know Coursebox, how would you explain what Coursebox is?
Coursebox is a tool where you can realize your long-term dream to convey your expertise to many people. And because it has a huge AI support built in, it's not just an e-learning software, but it is also your assistant helping you along the way with ideas and structure and also content to make your dream come true and to create your course as fast as possible and just roll it out to people whom are eager to learn from you.
Where can we find you?
Check out my LinkedIn profile and my website. And feel free to reach out to have a coffee or to get access to the course itself. And if you are eager to get started with your coaching education, I recommend Coach Training EDU.
Thank you so much for joining us, Timi.
Thank you for this opportunity. I'm so excited to come back in a year and just tell you more about how interest grew, what happened there, and are my hopes and dreams really taking shape through this course. So I'm happy to come back if you want to invite me back.
See you next year.
Yes, see you next year.